listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. On the last episode of 12 Gauge,
I'm gonna quietly open the trunk and conceal the orb.
Close the hatch, put the orb in your pocket.
I think we still have a whole day.
We have over 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think I should go fix up that tile in the bathroom? What are you guys doing? Writing a book?
Yeah, Pierce is writing up a report for what we're going to give to Avery.
Agent
Gauze.
I'm Agent Gallion.
I'm Agent Gonzo.
Like, let's clean up and leave and then ditch the gas cans and we're done.
As you're having this conversation, as you're saying this, you look back.
Definitely check to see if the mail's been taken, and we can just note that.
It's gone.
Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
No, Mary, I haven't.
Love for you to join us at church tomorrow. Your Father's holy sanctimony.
Mary, that sounds lovely. That's fucking weird.
Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Let's get a quick recap.
Nothing happened. You guys were sitting there on your phones. He has it on speaker.
And
He
you know,
leaves,
like,
you guys
she
are
was
listening.
talking about Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like, if he left and he had it on speaker, one of us would have put ours on speaker.
I'm saying it, and I feel like I was the same way in character.
Would I have-
Pierce saw nothing weird about this
God.
old lady being a weird old lady.
Yeah, I literally...
We established like crosses. I know we talked about like an old lady house, but I don't know if we saw any. Johnny would know this, but I don't know if we established if there were any crosses in the room. Would I
Thinking
remember?
back, maybe you saw one. Palm Sunday's coming up. You might have saw one.
Oh, right. We saw one on the door. She did have an Easter
Yeah.
wreath.
Like,
up.
I see where Pierce's head is at, and like I fully entertain him investigating her, but I also don't think we've uncovered anything that.
Pierce only went up there to see if she was collecting the mail on his behalf.
Yeah.
Johnny has seen a
She was
lot
like, "Do you
over
want
the
to share
past.
the word of? Do you have time to listen to the word of
She
God?"
really
Yeah,
did fucking
I mean-
reverse.
Versus
Jehovah Witness.
Jehovah Witness,
That
yeah.
was
And then,
hilarious.
yeah, and I feel like we've just, we committed an action that we have to deal with now. Because, we could either just, to be honest, we could just skedaddle.
I was gonna say you guys could say like "fuck you" and
just be like, get in the
I told her-
car.
I told her I'd be at church.
I mean,
6:55.
in Marcel's opinion, that's a very normal old lady.
I have no
Does
no reason to actually go by that.
Like, we could
yeah,
just get in the
that's
car
what I
and
was going to
leave.
say. What's the pros and what's the cons of going? Because obviously you're working with a covert government clandestine organization. Perhaps the exposure might not be something you're looking for. That would be at least a thought that crosses your head.
That was where I was going to go.
Unless you think that there's some benefit to the case that you're still working.
I was
So-
going to discuss that with him.
Definitely on Pierce's mind. Will I get some sort of understanding as to the religious motivations behind Clyde? If I go to this church, like, is this a traditional Christian church? Are there going to be some radical beliefs and ideas? Something that might be able to give us some insights as to the why behind Clyde's actions and what was going on at the cabin. Might just be a normal church going, in which case I did some charity work for an old lady who's lonely. I see it as a win-win. I think there's information to be gathered. I also see it as I can really make this old lady feel good in her final years.
All right.
And sometimes time will pass and you don't even know it.
Right.
And then you'll be looking at the bottom of a bottle.
And you're like, I forgot
45
that,
years
yeah.
old, second divorce already
And all of
went
a sudden
through, and the
you're-
wife took the twins, and you don't know what you're going to
All of a
do.
sudden you're playing
Didn't
Delta
even
Green
get
and
a
full
gun
gun
out of the
movie.
Citadel. You didn't even get one.
No.
I love Adam Sandler movie Click.
I like Jack and Jill.
Okay, yeah.
I watched half of The Cobbler, and I liked it.
Did you?
What's the cobbler?
He's a cobbler. He makes shoes.
No, wait.
Who plays the crazy guy, Mr. Deeds?
No, that's Rob Schneider.
No,
That's an Adam
him too.
Sandler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Buscemi's the ugly fucker who's in, like,
He's in Boardwalk
Big
Empire.
Lebowski.
But
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds, he plays the guy who looks like in the ice shack.
I love Steve
One and
Buscemi.
Big Daddy's the homeless guy.
Yeah, he's in like all the movies.
So a factor of
Yo,
mysteriousness.
everybody shut the fuck up. We're playing Delta Green. No, we're
go.
done.
Let's do
Done.
this.
Done.
I'm
Done.
sorry.
Done.
I got
We had
carried,
a whole other podcast there.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. And
I got carried away.
I'm
sorry.
already thinking in my mind exactly how I'm gonna edit that. Where I think I'm just gonna jump in and jump out at random points for like 5 seconds at a time.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
We hit every note there.
You just have to make a jump cut of all the actors we named there.
Yeah. Uncut Gems was awesome.
Click.
Little Nicky.
Billy Madison.
Kind of striking me as an Adam Sandler snob right now.
Happy going.
Waterboy, you three, shut the fuck up.
Chris Farley. Rain Man? Rain over me. I'm sorry. Like grown-ups.
It's not Longest Yard, is it? The remake?
Dude, that's a
I think
fucking
it
fire
is.
movie too.
Yeah,
You're just a
Wild
fan.
Heart.
Terry Crews.
Seth?
Not Seth Rogen.
Joey Diaz?
Yeah, Joey Diaz. Thank you. Let me be clear. The
Let
worst
me be clear.
Jack and Jill was pretty big.
Sausage Party?
Eight Crazy Nights.
Yeah,
So
Eight Crazy
funny.
Can we talk about Jonah Hill for a second?
What podcast are we on?
Was given in War Dogs.
War Dogs, baby.
Oh, in The Wolf of Wall Street. 40-year-old virgin. He accepted with Justin Long.
Super bad.
Let's talk about it. 21 Jump Street. Yeah or no?
Ice Cube.
Channing Tatum.
He was in Hateful Eight.
John Cena.
I swear to God.
I hate movies
I
too.
haven't Step Up is just a phenomenon.
The Rock.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Diesel.
No, the white bald guy.
Jason Statham. Vin Diesel is
They
white.
both.
Bob Barker.
Dude,
Samuel
how-
L. Jackson.
James Bond. Bullet Train. Idris Elba.
R.I.P. Idris Elba, bro.
No,
What was
I
his
was
name?
Idris Elba is alive.
Tom Cruise?
No, he plays Spider-Man.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland.
His name-
Daniel Craig.
Daniel.
Casino Royale.
Cowboys versus Alien.
Mads
Turned
Mikkelsen.
out
Skyfall. Quantum of Solace.
Snake Eater.
No Time to Die.
All right, I'm gonna look it up, and then once we get that down, we're playing Delta Green.
Thank
today.
God, because I fucking hate movies. Fucking Matrix.
Interstellar. The Martian.
The Killer. Michael Fassbender.
Leon the Professional.
Spectre.
Pearl, which was the sequel to, or I'm sorry, the prequel to X.
Saltburn.
Everything, everywhere,
All at once. I
Watch that movie.
think I cried maybe 7 or 8 times
If
during
you
that
are,
movie.
if
Did you guys
you are a
watch the new
fan,
Wonka movie?
No.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy
Ah,
Wonka and the
dude, that
Chocolate
movie is so important to
Factory.
me.
Was the Gene Wilder with
Johnny Depp.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
not enough. This is not a plug for Hollywood.
We are not a movies podcast, but you can see, based off of what you just listened to, that obviously movies are important to these people at the table. Everyone has cast their characters. We've established that. This is a dramatization. We are actors improvising. Are you guys ready to play some Delta Green?
oh
Thank
fuck
God, please.
Gene Wilder,
hate
shout out,
movies.
baby.
So,
Really feel like Gene Wilder right now.
so, driving in the Ford Equinox, driving away from Clyde Bowman's house, you guys find yourselves in the heart of Columbus.
Ugh.
With a full 24 plus hours set aside to do whatever you plan to do, I ask you guys, G-Cell, what are you guys doing?
I'm starting to drive towards a motel.
So that's going to be closer on the outskirts of town. I don't know if Pierce explained to you kind of where it was, but it was on the outskirts. If you're looking for one in here, you can find one on your phone if you want.
Yeah. I look on my phone, find one.
Yeah, the nearest one is maybe like a mile and a quarter away.
I go to the second closest one then.
2.5 miles.
Works.
He's on some shit.
Gonzo begins driving.
Where are we going?
I'm just gonna stop at a motel. I figure we need more than a couple hours of sleep to kind of round this out.
Check-in's not going to be until like 4, man. I mean, we can book a room.
I mean-
but we got some.
Y'all want to go get
Bro,
some food or
motel
something?
let you book a
Yeah,
room
you wanna-
anytime.
Yeah, let's hit
Yeah,
like a diner
you
or
guys wanna
something.
go get some-
What's in Columbus?
Is there a Cracker Barrel?
Waffle House.
Yeah, you can find a Cracker Barrel.
All right, we
fuck
go-
yeah.
We stop into the Cracker Barrel.
So,
Oh.
for the sake of brevity, to get you guys where you want to be, what happens over the next 6 or so hours?
I actually do mention the table, and I'm like, yo,
Table?
while we're eating at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, okay.
That was some weird shit, man.
What was?
Look, all I'm saying is there's gunshot holes in the wall. That mail is going missing. We start looking into something, and that lady invites you to a church. I mean, I didn't get the interpretation that we were kind of all too friendly with her.
Yeah, she seems a little lonely, and
I don't think old people are too good at picking up on
I
signals
don't know,
like that.
man. Hey,
Look, after what I've seen on this,
Johnny, I did want to ask you. You said you got a call from Avery when you went to the police station, right?
yeah,
You got location services turned on your phone. How did he know where you were?
look, as soon as I grabbed the handle, I got a phone call. Not a moment before.
So you think he's got cameras, or?
That's why I said what I said earlier. I think we're being tested.
Yeah, maybe. It just seems weird. Like, I mean, we got some time. What if we went incognito, started?
I can turn off my location, but from what I've seen, I don't know if
We're all gonna have to do it.
I think this organization is above stuff like GPS location and things like that. I don't think we have the wherewithal on us
Right.
to dodge these people.
You done
I
any-
think it's best to just
You done
do
anything
what
with
they
them
say.
before?
Listen, I've worked with some shady folk, and it's best to just do what they say.
No, but have you done anything with
This
the
is
program
my-
before?
Listen, you guys seem to know more than me. I mean,
Have you done anything with the program before?
not this program, no.
Not this.
Look, this is my first time on the job, but
I've just worked for shady organizations before, and I know a thing or two about when to step in line and when to step out.
I think we need to get on the same page, guys.
I mean,
What it-
Pierce, I think Vinny's new guy's got it right. Our job isn't to go snooping around. Our job is to tie up
no,
loose
I
ends.
believe me, I'm in 100% agreement
hey,
with you.
she could be a loose end, but
I don't.
It
I
didn't
just
seem
want
like
you to be
It didn't
cautious.
seem like she knew anything. My only curiosity, which I don't know if you guys heard on the phone call, but that painting that we saw in the bedroom, that was something from this church. That was something that he made a conscious decision to hang. She told me it was gifted to his wife. On that basis alone, I see it fit to check out this church. I mean, my only curiosity is, maybe this isn't a straight up Methodist, Baptist, Catholic church. I mean, this might, they might have some crazy beliefs. They might have some crazy ideals, some crazy morals. Might be worthwhile to check it out.
I think that based on everything that's happened, it won't take a lot of time to check it out. Just bear in mind that there's coincidences and there's what we just went through.
Joe.
So,
Worst case scenario, we confess our sins, we move on.
yeah, it's not a big deal. If you want to go check it out, we'll go check it out. If you think it's valid.
We have hours until we have to meet with Avery. I mean, I don't see why we can't.
Yeah. I
Just-
mean, it'll be the morning of. We got to check back in with him at, 2:00 tomorrow?
It's not a big deal. Just go to church for a couple
No,
hours.
I don't think so either.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Just hang out in a hotel?
Johnny, to your point, if you're unsettled by the whole thing, I won't force you to go, but I'd certainly like you there.
Yeah, I mean, we just met each other, but whatever.
You can come in
believe.
with me. You were with me when we met Mary.
I
I'll say
think
brought
somebody
you
else
along.
should go. Say maybe you brought one Vinny or Marcel here.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll go, but I just don't want to go into that building, man. I'm good.
Marcel, you coming with?
I'm fine to go in.
Alright.
I don't see any problem with
All right. Well,
the
well,
faith,
look,
I mean-
Vinny and Marcel, why don't you guys just stagger in a couple minutes after I go in? You guys can take a seat in the back, that kind of thing. Just make sure nothing goes haywire.
That's what I was thinking. Me and Marcelo go together. We don't know you. You'll go. You'll meet up with Marlene, and we're there in case you need us.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm all for it. Johnny, what? You want to keep the car warm, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I look up and I kind of look around. How close are we to the next any other table? Are we
Pretty far.
okay?
I'm assuming anytime that you guys put yourself in a public situation, you are actively trying to be away from most folk.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, my question is, for the remainder of the day, what is the agenda?
Book a hotel room,
Hotel, motel.
Holiday Inn.
Good one. Motel
I
because
always do that.
inconspicuous.
Take a program point.
Take a program point. Go ahead. Because I always do that. Dude, I remember distinctly there was a scene where Alex, it was like a really, really like dramatic situation. They were playing in K-Cell, and Alex was like, look, we just got to relax. We got to find a hotel, motel. And I just go, and like they're deep in RP, and I just go, Holiday Inn.
Not that I think it matters, but like my personal thoughts are just like motel because inconspicuous, and we're also not funded by the organization.
Cash only kind of place.
We're not funded
Yeah.
by the organization, so it's kind of on our own cost.
We don't get cash for doing our jobs.
You haven't up to this point.
So we're gonna go
Well,
to.
We
the
do it for
Motel
the
6.
benefits. One of the government benefits.
pension coming up soon.
I essentially want to sum up, how does the next, from now till nightfall, go? You guys get a motel room, easy enough to find one that accepts cash, no ID needed.
I would like to.
That's all I'm good with.
I would like to make sure our notes are locked tight, and we have.
Do you compare it to the inventory of the box?
Yeah, and I wanted to bring that up. And
So we'll say-
also need to seize this opportunity to ditch the gas cans, boys.
So yeah, okay.
To establish it, at some point you guys find some spot that you find
Adequate.
adequate to ditch the gas cans. There's a dumpster that's behind a 7-Eleven that you find and comfortable to put them in, and you feel like it's far enough from everything. Drop them in there. Get a motel room. At this point, we're looking at like maybe 1:30. Get a motel room. Check in. 4 guests. No ID needed. Cash. Hush hush. Door on the back, so you're able to park the car around back. Get inside. And now, what do you guys want to do? It's like 1:30. You guys have your motel room. The gas has been ditched. What do you guys want to do? 2 full beds.
Vinny's gonna immediately head in and go to bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna take stock of what we got. I have an inventory list of everything that I recall we had.
You open up the box, and it has the items in there that, you have looked at, being the suit, the leather pouch, the tear gas grenades, the note, the tape recorder, the tape. But you can't find the glass sphere.
Marcel,
Yeah, what's up?
come here.
Okay.
I imagine you have it on like the bed of the motel room
I was imagining it like,
or in the trunk.
yeah, like I'm going through the trunk, just making sure everything on my inventory list is accounted for.
Right.
Yeah, I would head on over if he said to come over there.
Hey,
Probably
man,
watching TV.
I have
Gonzo puts on C-SPAN.
I hate him.
I have on my notes that the glass ball that was kind of sticking to the metal table.
Yeah.
I don't see it in here. Did you do something with it?
I put it in there. I'm pretty sure I put it in there. Yeah.
You're 100% sure you put it in this bag
Yeah.
or the box? Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's in there with the pouch, the letter. I put the key back in there.
It's not here, man.
Fuck! I forgot to put it in.
Oh shit,
I mean,
dude, that could be a big problem. No one else had the bag but us, right?
I mean, yeah. It's just been. It was you.
Well, you collected it when we were.
Yeah, I put it all in there,
All right.
and then we put it in the trunk.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, I didn't.
Do you think it stuck to the table?
Through the bottom of the box?
No, I mean we had everything out of the box. You laid it out like a DEA drug bust. Did you miss it? How big? It wasn't that big.
No, it was like
Like a size
handful
of a marble?
right? How big
No, it
was
was about the size of a marble.
marble?
Yeah, it was very small.
Oh,
Dude, that's gonna be a problem. That's
we have to go back.
shit.
Fuck, man. Shit.
It could have only gone from the cabin to the car. We might have to go back.
Yeah, I mean,
That's gonna be a problem. That could
Yeah.
that could tie it.
but we covered the basement back up, and
We gotta go tell the guys. We can't come back without this.
yeah, man. I mean, fuck. I'll go tell him, I guess, because I mean, I kind of fucked this up.
Damn it, Marcel.
My bad, man.
All right. Go tell the guys.
All right,
Go tell the guys.
I trudge back into the fucking crestfallen. I feel like shit.
Crestfallen warrior.
Gas
my
starts to
God,
hell.
dude.
Just fucking.
I have my top of my head in my hand.
Just you walk in,
fucking
slapping your
walking
head, go
back and forth.
stupid.
I fucking
I'm a
guys.
Walk inside Gonzo. You turn around from C-SPAN to look at Marcel. Gauze
asleep,
walking
right?
in.
What's going on,
Garfield
Marcel?
being asleep.
Garf.
Marcel, what's up? You look a little downtrodden.
Man, you were down in the basement, right? Remember that glass ball, right?
I mean, I didn't go. When you brought it up, I saw it.
You saw it?
It's nothing I've ever seen before, but I just put it back.
I don't think I put it in the trunk.
I would say, Garf, at this point, you do kind of wake up hearing all this.
What's going on, guys?
Fuck,
we
Garth,
forgot.
man. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I'm not
man.
there. I'm not there.
What?
Fuck,
What
man.
happened?
You remember that glass ball, man?
The glass. Oh,
Did we just
the
record
fucking
about it?
the
Under the
Orby
table?
thing?
Yeah.
The Orby thing.
I think I fucking left it back at the cabin.
All right. Listen, we went through a lot. Are you guys even sure that was like real?
I'm positive. I'm positive that was real.
I'm not there.
It exists. I mean, I saw it. I saw it for my own.
There's no persuading it. For the listening audience, Ant has held up a set of dice towards me, looking like he wants to roll. No, there's no persuade. There's nothing like that.
I'm
not against other
positive
characters.
I saw that. I remember it. I critically remember seeing that thing. Man.
I'm just like,
Where's Pierce at?
I forgot
I'm
it. I
like
guess
by the
we-
trunk, just tapping my foot. I'm like,
Where's Pierce at? I
He's
like,
outside. He's still outside looking at the.
Hey, Pierce, come
trunk,
here.
I guess.
You hear from inside the motel room.
what?
You don't have anything on you, do you? Do you have
No,
notes
dude,
on everything? I mean, I
Johnny,
know
Johnny,
that
I took inventory of everything we had. There was a glass ball that was sticking to the metal table. It's not here. We have a major problem.
Listen, guys.
We're what, 6 hours out from that fucking place? This is a problem.
do we?
I got church in the morning.
You in this fucking church?
This
Listen,
is a problem.
I mean, it's my fault. I didn't put it back in the
That
box.
can tie it to the program. Marcel, what the fuck?
We have. Hang on.
I'm
When-
sorry,
what
man.
time is it right now?
At this point, we're looking at like around 2 o'clock.
I look at my phone. It's 2:00. All right, so it's what, a 4.5, 5 hour drive to get
Yeah,
out there, and then
hour-
we still
9
got to
hour
be
round
back
trip.
here at 48 hours. I mean, we have two
no,
extra hours.
we have a day.
Listen, we can
We
go.
have to be back here. We have to be back at the post office by 2 o'clock.
We can go look for it, but we
I
don't
got
even
church
know.
at 6:55 in the morning.
We can go look for it, but we don't even know the significance of what we're looking for.
It does not matter
It's in
the
the report.
significance, Vincent.
We found
I
it.
know we had this thing.
So take it out of the report.
You want me to take it out of the report?
Yeah. If we don't have it, he doesn't know.
He knew when.
But we need. If someone goes to that cabin, that's going to be something of significance. We need to figure out where this thing went.
We don't even. All right, so let's go look for it. If we find it, we
I
find
mean,
it.
was it the
If we don't,
All right,
we
then
the
you're-
thing that
then you're
got the
driving.
mail?
All right, I'll drive.
Giving him the keys.
Was it the thing that got the mail?
Yeah, I mean, we just saw.
fuck you
We just
talking
saw.
You were
about,
in the
Johnny?
car. Did anybody go in the trunk?
Listen,
Hey.
guys. We just saw mail disappear right before our eyes, and we saw an orb that we couldn't even understand. We'll go look for it.
Oh,
If we
I
can't-
understand it. I understood it perfectly. It was a glass ball
That was magnetic.
magnetized.
Yes, it was strange. And then the mail
Strange
disappeared
to you?
right
Normal.
before our eyes.
I thought it was a very normal.
So
glass ball.
very
obviously,
normal.
there's a lot happening here that we don't understand. So we'll go look for it. And if we can't find it, we'll take it out of the report. That's the best we could do.
I am not comfortable taking this out of the report.
Are we driving 6 hours back to Scandia?
I guess that's what we got to do.
All four of you?
Yeah. I'm going.
car.
I'm going no matter what.
I'd much, yeah. Yeah. I'm
G-Unit. G-Unit.
G unit.
Got some of y'all.
I'm sorry, guys.
I have no idea what you're apologizing for.
So you get in the car and begin driving. An hour goes by. Any conversations that happen on this drive?
I am being very catty to Marcel. Anything you say, I'm like,
And Marcel's just like over apologetic. He feels so fucking bad. Man, I don't know. I thought I put it back in there.
I'm taking you out of the group chat.
No,
I'm gonna do it.
you can't. You can't do it. I got to be in there.
I'm gonna do it.
No.
I hope I never have an opera with you again.
Johnny, add me back in. Johnny, add me back in. Put me back in the group chat.
I put him back in.
Thank God.
I'm changing the picture to just
I'm just
like,
like sitting
you
back
can't
there
do
like,
that on
is this
TV,
really
like,
happening
slime-
right
It's
now?
50 Cent, but he's sad.
sad 50
I'm white knuckle in the seat in front of me.
Russell Wilson got too drunk, ruined Christmas.
So through the
Fire in the flames.
passive aggressiveness of this drive, 6 hours go by. It's 8 o'clock at night. Night has fallen as you approach. Back to Scandia. Back to the cabin. Here's the question, and this is a big question, and I want to have honesty. Did you guys lock the front door?
I don't think that was addressed, so no.
No, we left it.
Exactly how you
Unlocked.
quote unquote found it, which
Yes.
would be
Yeah,
unlocked.
no.
We left that front door unlocked.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought that was the case. I just wanted to double check.
As it was found, every other door, back door, I don't think the shed was locked.
Yeah.
Outhouse was not locked, but distinctly remember saying we're leaving the front door unlocked because that is how we found it.
Oh, the cabin door.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we left that unlocked. The front
Okay.
door. Everything else back. The back was locked up, I believe.
So
It
far,
was.
when you pull up, the headlights illuminate the cabin, and you guys see it much in the state that you left it in. Nothing seems overtly changed or altered, treaded upon, or in any other way. Seems to be no one has been here. What do you guys do?
Let's go find this ball.
All right. I lead the way on up on my
Tail between his legs.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of
touch my leg.
pissed off that
Head
we're here. I'm like, what the
down,
fuck,
just-
guys?
just
You
fucking
guys-
quick walking up to the door.
Open the door. Nothing looks changed. Make your way to the bedroom. Move the table or move the bed off. Make your way down the hatch. For the sake of brevity, you make your way down there. Nothing at this point seems out of place. Nothing strange. Nothing like that. Make your way down. Unable to find it.
We'll say 2 hours have passed in terms of us looking for it.
That's needs to be decided upon. It's probably been about 15 minutes. Looking down here, do you tear this place down top to bottom?
Well, I would like to. I would imagine since I was in charge of carrying the or packing the box up,
Mm-hmm.
I would have carried it out to the trunk.
Yeah.
I don't think it was established, but
Yeah,
That
I
makes- it
figure.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
so I try to retrace my steps through the
Yeah, the-
house and through the grass to where
To
the
save
trunk was pulled
everybody
up.
here a lot of time, you can't find the ball. It's been an hour.
Listen, guys. I mean, I walked this exact way to the truck.
Yeah, and I saw it by the septic tank. I mean, where everything went down. How does that look, by the way?
The fire has completely died down, and the top now being back on with the padlocks reattached. Albeit the one padlock has a small notch in it when Vinny originally tried to start sawing through.
I
No-
knock on it.
No sounds.
I love that he's biting his nails right now.
What I should do.
Yeah, so there's nothing that comes out of it.
When you knock on it, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
We have a major problem on our hands, boys.
I mean, at this point, I mean,
I'm not taking it out of the report.
All right.
I'm not
Where could
taking
it
it
have
out of the
gone?
report.
I think we should report the strange properties it had. And I think we should just report that
You don't think
We
there's
pack-
going to be raised eyebrows as to how we lost arguably the most significant item in this inventory?
I
Aside
don't-
from the tape, this is arguably the most significant item in the report. You
Yes,
don't think
but-
there's going to be any questions that how'd you misplace it? What did you do with it? Did someone take it? This is going to be a
Perhaps-
huge problem for us.
we didn't even understand the object we had in our possession. Perhaps it has properties that we do not understand and the organization does. If we report it with honesty, that's the best we could do. I mean, we lost it. It had properties we couldn't even understand. I mean, it was a glass orb, but it was magnetic.
I mean, you don't.
And all of a sudden, it's gone.
Hey, look, this is my first one. You don't think that's going to put any raised eyebrows at me? I mean, the mail thing, you guys
we-
didn't see
look-
what we saw, but I don't need that going into the report if I'm being honest.
So
I'm
think,
going to be honest. I'm worried about my own reputation here. I mean,
but we found it. It was strange. We noted it. And then when we went to go look again, it was gone. That is also strange. So that matches up with it being strange. We tried
so now
our best.
we're reporting a magnetic glass ball that has disappearing qualities.
I mean,
And perhaps the organization will have details on this item and can fill us in.
I mean, the mail did disappear, man. That's all I'm going to say.
We also watched the mail disappear. Yeah. So, like, there's obviously something going on here. And if we just report the details, perhaps we'll get filled in.
I need to change all these notes then. I mean, now we're dealing with an item that not only possesses qualities separate from the material it's built out of, but also possesses qualities to move, leave. Like, is this a?
There
I've-
could be
I've-
something out there. That's
I've
all
never
I'm saying.
seen anything like this.
no, I mean, when I put that back in there, I mean,
I remember we
we were in here for like
It
2
didn't-
hours cleaning this
It didn't
place
make
up.
sense to begin with, and it doesn't make sense now. We're at the same spot that we are when we had it. We still don't understand what it is. And now the only difference is we don't have it. We'll just report it to the organization. Perhaps it's an artifact.
I've studied a lot of artifacts. I've seen a lot of things in what I've studied. I've never seen, a material that possesses magnetic qualities, sure. Stranger things to be found, but one that can just...
You're telling me they've understood completely everything they've found? They understand the Aztec skulls and all that?
The Aztec skulls didn't move. We found them.
Look, that mail went somewhere. I don't know anything about the ball that was inside the trunk, but that definitely, I would have noticed
that. Was on our person. That was with us.
That was in the trunk the whole time.
I would have noticed if the trunk
it was in the trunk.
The mail disappeared, that's all I'm saying.
If it's not here, and it's not in the box...
Do we just note that things were disappearing?
Yes.
Is it
Just be honest in the
was it just
report.
the ball?
That's what happened.
The mail,
Be
dude.
honest
The
in
mail,
the
the ball. Is anything else missing out of there? Should we check again?
The gas cans were there.
I
I
looking
checked
through
inventory of
everything.
everything we took. We have the tape. We have the cassette player.
Let me see
We have
those
the feather.
notes.
We have the teeth.
Let me see the notes.
I mean,
And then
before
I go
this
check-
disappeared,
Grab 'em.
were you guys sure of what
Check
happened?
the inventory of everything,
Yeah, it matches up with the notes that he takes.
other than the ball.
Yeah.
What did you say, Vinny?
I said before this happened, before the ball disappeared, with 100% certainty, can you guys say you know what we just went through and what we dealt with?
Everything else
the
is
same
here.
recollection.
Yeah,
And that's all we report. What we went through. And this is what we went through.
I guess.
G-Cell reports that the ball went missing. I guess that's what we got to put in the...
The mail went missing. Hey, it matches up. And
added in the report.
we can go back to that church and see if maybe something's going on with that Mary, because I don't really trust her.
Okay.
Fucking lady and a sick dog.
Okay.
And we start driving.
I'll change the report. Item not found.
Let's get back in the car and start driving. And we drive back. What time is it right now?
Loading back into the car. It is, it's at this point, you guys are looking at like 10 o'clock at night.
We're swapping who drove. It doesn't really matter. We just kind of rotated.
And take a program point, man.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking evil. True gaslighting. So, for the sake of brevity, do you guys go straight back to Columbus?
Yeah, and I
We're going
imagine
straight
we
back
kind
to
of
the
have
motel. It's
swapped
check-in
drivers
time, boys. Yeah,
throughout the rotation.
I
and
feel
then
like,
everybody gets a couple extra hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Sunday's best.
with a sad sort of defeat, we kind of head back.
Any conversations that happen on the 6-hour drive back?
I probably have the 3-hour set, but I'm still very interested in this NPR situation, so I've been listening.
Yeah, you're cracked out.
Marcel is either sleeping or pretending to sleep. The entire time.
I want to note a lack of passive aggressiveness on the ride home. I think I'm feeling a little bit bad. I don't think this is Marcel's fault anymore.
Gotcha.
I think we were dealing with a material that we don't understand the
Properties of?
I think I would, I'd grab onto that. Like, I'd be like, I'm sorry, Marcel. I really thought you fucked that up, but...
He's sleeping.
Hey, man, y'all still don't I guess Vinny believes me now on the mail. Y'all also agree with...
Yeah, I think there's just... Listen, like, you guys are the only ones I trust. There's something strange happening here. We gotta stick together.
That's why I'm real nervous about this Mary Janowitz. Maybe she's part of what's taking that mail and stuff. I just found it really weird.
maybe the inspiration for whatever pagan spell was cast on his wife might, we might get some answers at church. Who knows?
4 o'clock hits as you guys re-enter Columbus and make your way back to...
4 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, you're gonna be tired
we
for
have church in
church.
3 hours.
Well, we took turns taking naps.
Yeah.
I'll say, I was going to say that you're probably napping on the drive there.
I do want to note a change in outfit
We'll have...
when we get there.
Well, can we
Gotcha.
say
Yeah,
that he was driving since he's not going to church?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. For the listening audience, Ant was pointing over to Justin, who is playing Gonzo, a.k.a. Johnny. You guys make your way back to the motel that you checked in at. Make your way inside, and what are you guys doing? It's about 4 o'clock in the morning right now.
I'm going straight to sleep.
We gotta get to bed.
I'm
We
getting
got
a
church in
shower.
the morning.
Shower.
Motel probably.
Oh,
is
I'm washing
shitty
my
soap,
clothes.
right?
Doing the wash.
Notably, the shower
There's-
pressure
there's-
is awful.
There's bad shower pressure, but it's hot at least. The Motel 6 provides you with adequate accommodations.
The 4 a.m. water is
Alright.
hot.
All right. Spending my time getting ready. I'm putting on my my cardigan.
You're not sleeping at all?
I got a nap in the car.
Okay.
Cardigan, combing my hair over, very very nice. I'm making myself presentable, which I would say Pierce's appearance, I'd call an elegant disheveled.
Business dirty.
Messy hair intentionally.
Bags under eyes.
Like a matte paste kind of a deal. But no, he's combing his hair over. He's making himself look church ready.
So-
Sunday's best, truly.
Jump me to 6:30. What's the plan for church? What are you guys doing? You have the address for the church as well as the name of it. And if you do any kind of research on it, you see that it's a classic Catholic church.
I plan to meet Mary out front.
Okay.
Johnny, if you want to drive and hang in the car, completely
Yeah, that
fine.
works.
Why don't you guys, follow in a couple minutes after, maybe follow the crowd, 7 a.m. mass kind of a deal.
Yeah, we'll cross the street. I guess Vinny will smoke a cigarette or something.
As
I
the
don't
church
know.
bell rings.
Yeah, and we'll walk in a couple minutes late.
Sure.
Just hang out in the back.
Don't draw too much attention to yourself. I don't know the crowd. I mean, I look up the church. What's the size? What can I expect as far as?
It's fairly large.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So, I'd say follow the crowd.
Yeah,
I'll meet
it
Mary out
shouldn't be
front.
too bad.
You guys follow the crowd.
All right.
I'll be in the car, I thought. I mean, I'll listen in. Just don't want to...
Do you want me to WhatsApp?
I
Put you on
yeah.
speaker.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea.
I got you.
So, you guys around 6:45 make your way to the church. Everybody in tow, dressed in their Sunday best, and you can see a large crowd has gathered. People getting out of their cars, walking up to the church, and the church itself is very large spires that extend upward and reach up, and a large front door that looks like it's separated into 3 separate sections that go into the I just had
Pews?
this. No. I just had this. What's the in-between space?
The chapel.
No.
Buttresses,
No. The in-between space.
The pew.
No. The space between when you enter in.
The corridor.
No, and it's in a building too. It's like almost
the
like
vestibule.
a lobby. Vestibule.
What a crazy term.
Stepping into you can see like these 3 doors that open up into the vestibule where there's like a big like thing of holy water, and you can see this even where you guys are at in the parking lot. Leads down into massive rows of pews. Probably I'd say about like 7 or between 7 and 8 rows of pews on either side, and the length of the rows is probably about like 4 or 5. It's very, very big. The front altar, the dais that extends upwards, is very, very ornate, and you can see all of this just looking through the open doors ahead while you're in the parking lot here.
I'm gonna walk up and wait at the entrance until I see Mary.
And what are Gauze and Garf doing?
We're hanging across the street, just kind of hanging out, waiting for Pierce to go in, and probably waiting like a minute or 2 after that, and then going in after that.
Yeah, I'm just kind of following Marcel's lead on this one.
Couple moments pass before you see who must have been mixed in somewhere in the crowd, Mary Janowitz, holding her beautiful old Pomeranian Mitzi,
Fantastic.
approach.
Oh.
Look at you. She's wearing this bright, hot pink, like, kind of tight dress. Greg!
How's she looking?
Old.
I am so surprised to see you. Thank you for coming. I have to ask, what made you agree to this?
It's my day off, Mary, and you've been so helpful. Feel it's the least I can do.
She's smiling, grinning, ear to ear.
Let's step in, please. Enjoy the sermon.
You put your hand out, and she kind of puts her hand in
Yeah.
it,
I wanna-
grabbing it rather tenderly.
I want her to guide me to where she's saying.
And she's kind of pulling you along, and the dog looks like it's obviously medicated on something because it's just like laying there in her arms as she
Got into Miss Janowitz Valium.
guides you in.
I slipped my dog some pink Xannies.
So what are the two of you guys doing?
I'm in the car. Car is on, and I'm listening into all this.
I guess we'll just like wait for them to like go in, wait like 2 minutes, and then we'll follow behind inconspicuously and gather a seat like kind of far behind them.
Yeah, it works for me. I mean, I just don't want to be anywhere near them.
Yeah.
I
So
backed
we'll-
in so I can like look out the rear view window. I guess across the street.
Yeah.
Is there a parking?
Yeah.
So I can kind of see out of like a side view mirror.
For the sake of brevity and for the purpose of breaking your hearts, this is the most typical Catholic mass
I figured.
ever to
No,
be
that's cool.
imagined.
I figured.
Nothing is out of place. Nothing is odd. Everything is as generic as possible. Maybe even overly generic. Mentions of Easter obviously come up because Easter is on the cusp. And additionally, any kind of mentions of any additional stories or something that's out of the ordinary don't come up. It's very generic, very blank, very God is good, God is great, God is good all of the time.
Is there a mention of Clyde's passing at all, given that his wife was a member of the church?
No. Of note.
Okay.
No. And Mary sitting there watching and, please kneel, please rise, hug your neighbor, God be with you and also with you, etc., etc. All those things go through. Obviously, they do the Eucharist kind of... I'm not Catholic. I don't know what it is exactly.
You're not?
No, dude. I'm Pentecostal. But they do the thing where, body of Christ... I don't know,
Dude.
blood of Christ? I don't know.
Dude, when I go
fucking-
to Catholic church, that shit's like step aerobics.
It's weird, dude. You're
That
up
shit's
and
like-
you're
that
down
shit's
and
like,
fucking
yo,
in and out. And
Open the bottom chamber, kneel down. All right, we're gonna say some shit. All right, now stand
do-
up. We're gonna do 10 jumping jacks in the name of Christ.
They do communion, and
Like,
do you accept
Eat
communion?
this fucking cracker. Like,
I do not.
Vinny, Marcel, Garfield, Gauze, do you guys accept communion when it comes up?
Yeah, I do it.
Vinny
Marcel
does
does for
100%.
sure.
Vinny
Yeah.
like fucking eats that shit up.
Okay.
He's not Catholic, but yeah.
Johnny's in the car like, yawn.
Vinny's like a devout, practicing Catholic.
Yeah.
Goes to confession.
Mass ends, and Janowitz, Mary kind of steps up to you.
I hope this could let you see a little into the life of someone who gives their soul for Christ. Will I see you again next Sunday, Greg?
Mary, I don't think so.
It's spaghetti night.
What kind of noodles is
There's
Mary
a
make?
there's a chuckle inaudible over the cell
The
phone.
WhatsApp.
Mary, I don't think so, but I truly appreciate the experience, and I again, thank you for your time.
Well, that is sad to hear, but I hope that in your individual pursuits you keep the light of Christ in your heart.
I nudge Marcel. I'm like, I can't wait to bust his balls over this shit. He's got a whole girlfriend.
Gregory,
He's into the Cougars.
listen to me.
It's just Greg.
Greg,
AIJ.
Greg. Listen to me. When the light is dim, Christ will save your soul. He will watch you and guide you. What I need you to remember, for all that this life will give you, steady is the hand that guides judgment. Keep calm, be with Christ in all that you do, and He will guide you to glory. He loves you, Greg.
Thank you for your kind words, Mary.
Good luck with all that you do.
Enjoy your remaining years.
I'll try. It's hard. I hurt.
My bones hurt.
They're breaking all the time.
There's a storm coming.
I was born with glass bones and paper skin.
Listen to me, Greg. The fog is coming.
Mary, roll for arthritis.
It's going to consume us all.
Roll for arthritis, please.
Oh, my bones.
Carpal tunnel.
My osteoarthrosis. Can't even say that word.
Critical success. You only have to take 2 a leave today.
But you
Your
you know,
Asper cream is full.
say goodbye to Mary, and she makes her way back to her little shitty car.
Come on,
and-
Mary. Can I pet the dog?
Yeah, and the dog
Does
is
it bite
just
him?
like completely like numb,
Limp.
just like limp. Can you like you press into it and it presses like too far? Like,
Like, yo, you touch the dog and it leaves a depression in its fur.
Slowly coming back up.
Hasn't been pet in years.
but yeah, I
Stuffed
mean,
dog.
mass ends and you make your way back to the Equinox.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out. I'll hop in front seat and I'll be like, "Yeah, Johnny, you really missed a scary situation in there."
Hey, I heard it all. I mean, it seems like you've got quite a good
Hey, it's
friend
better.
going on over there.
It's better to know than not to know.
Hey,
Am
look,
I
if
right?
I make my way in the will, so be it.
If we didn't go, we wouldn't have known.
What time is it?
At this point, we're looking at after mass ends.
Probably like 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
I guess we go and get food.
Why don't we finalize the report? Maybe go to a local library, type this all up, print it, that kind of thing.
Bro loves his report.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that.
I'm very
that
into
works.
detail.
I
I know,
mean,
you're
do
a
we
college
want
professor,
to?
bro. You're
I
killing
want
it.
to. I want to cover.
Maybe we
page.
should do this at a safer location.
What type
I mean,
of-
What do you
the
think?
library?
Staples?
What type of what type of format did you type this in? MLA, APA?
Double
It's-
spaced.
Yeah, no, it's single space.
What font you got? Times?
No, I went
12
with
point?
Calibri?
wingdings.
No fucking yo.
It's got to be encrypted. It's got to be encrypted.
It's in minion language.
So where are you guys heading?
Library. We got a laptop. Anybody bring a laptop?
I didn't bring mine.
We could get the motel to print it?
No.
No?
No.
I mean,
You think the motel
you think a
keeps
library
records?
safer than the motel? I mean, well, I wouldn't want to leave any documents on.
Can't you
that.
just put it on Google Drive and share it with us?
What's that?
I'll type it up on my phone.
just put notes down? We'll do it at the location. And
No, I'll type it up on my phone.
Do we just give a verbal report? You guys would know more than I do.
I have shitty handwriting. Who's got nice handwriting? Anybody want to write down? Anyone want
I
to
mean,
read
this
out?
guy's.
Veterinarian is like a doctor. He's got worse
I
handwriting.
had the worst, probably. Yeah,
Dude, just type it up. What the fuck are we doing?
Vinny, I don't even think you're literate.
Give it to Flyable. He's doing
Yeah, just-
flight logs for
Bro,
Epstein.
just type it the fuck up.
He can
Type
write
it up
them
on what though? That's
On
the
our
question. And so you type it up on your phone. Here's the question: what's everyone's sig int score?
Base.
fuck is that?
0.
Yeah, 0.
Help me out. I probably have a 0. I didn't. Yeah, 0. Big
Yeah,
fat
you
0.
didn't even put anything in the box, bro.
Yeah,
0.
0.
Okay.
In theory,
Continue.
if I roll 3 zeros, it's a success.
Continue.
I mean, if you guys think you're,
Shut up. No, I'm just kidding.
you guys say you've been on one of these before. I mean, if you're comfortable with just going to the library and typing it up, let's do it.
I gave a verbal report. The only time I've ever done it.
Okay, then no need to type it up. Let's just kind of take
Yeah.
some notes down and go for it.
I wasn't involved in the whole reporting process when I was
To be honest,
doing anything, so.
I mean, where my head, I thought you were just doing this for your own personal benefit. We
No,
just have
no.
to-
This is so we can recap.
We
too.
just have to verbally call Avery and tell him what happened.
I don't think anything we're reporting on should be done over a phone.
I think we'll meet back
Isn't
at
that the
post
directive?
office.
No. We're gonna meet him at the post office.
Oh, all right. Well then, you'll just read it off your Google document you shared with all of us.
He didn't share a Google Doc with anybody.
I thought that's what we were doing.
No.
Nah, we were weighing ideas. We'll keep the handwriting. It's fine. This is
All right, whatever.
This is trivial.
We can burn it after.
Burn after reading.
9 o'clock in the morning. What are you guys doing?
Going to get food.
Breakfast?
Yeah, we burn some time. We'll burn 3 hours.
Doing.
Eating food, kind of chit-chatting, what we just chit-chatted.
Yeah. So you guys find a diner that's, a little more low key. Get some coffee, get some breakfast. Did you guys pay for the motel to be for tonight as well, or just did you guys check out officially?
We
Get 'em.
checked out.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Okay. Checked out of the motel. No questions asked. Easy peasy. Over getting food, some diner. Any conversations that kind of happen at the table. Food comes out, coffee, etc. At this point, looking at maybe 10:30.
The only conversation I ask, what's Gallion mean to you?
It ties very closely to what introduced me to the program.
Care to say more? I don't want to press you, but
Yeah,
I just like to know who I'm working with.
I'm not too interested in getting into the details of it because it's still
all right.
very inconclusive.
Yeah, I just hope I'm trying to get her
and I
guys are all right,
and I appreciate that. I'm a historian by trade, and I overlook a lot of artifacts. I categorize a lot of data, a lot of interesting stuff. My skill set lies in that I have an inclination to notice patterns. And in some research, I uncovered some details on some things that I guess present some level of value to the program. And again, it's still inconclusive, so I don't want to get too deep into my independent studies right now, at least until I have an answer, if that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get a picture of why, we might have been teamed together. What about you? What do you got going on, Marcel? Why'd you pick what's that? So, just because you're a doctor?
I'm a doctor, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Veterinarian. I can patch up anyone, you know what I mean? I can. Part of vet school's suturing and everything like that, so there's some carryover.
Don't sell yourself short. Doctors, they specialize in one species. You got to know a lot about a lot of different ones. So.
Yeah, I went to school for 8 years.
Give yourself some credit.
I hate doctors, love vets. Animals are the best.
I'm a vet. There we are.
You Flyboy, what about you?
Flyboy.
My agent name is Gonzo, but
when he gets promoted to F-Cell, he'll be Flyboy.
You just what do you like, the Muppets?
Yeah, it has to do with space. Backstory. But,
Backstory.
I got lore. He both said, I have lore.
I have lore. It relates to my lore.
I have stuff you don't know yet.
Hello, audience. I'm going to now tell you my lore.
This will be revealed at a later date.
Very good, Microsoft Sam.
You ever see the Muppets movie where Gonzo goes to space or he's cousin with the aliens?
Are you a fucking alien?
Got my ass.
Oh my god. Alright.
No, just a Muppets throwback.
Muppets connoisseur. Just a fan of the puppets.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side?
No, I just took a couple of guys on one of these flights, and they offered me a job. I figured it'd pay well.
You're getting paid.
I thought that was kind of the premise of this.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get my paycheck.
This is a little concerning to me, considering I kind of expected a little cash out of this. Especially after all I've seen.
I did it for the dental, homie.
Breakfast ends.
Yeah.
You guys make your way out. At this point, we're looking at around noon. T-minus 2 hours for debrief.
Let's head to the post office. Let's
just
go over our script.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we touch base at the apartment, make sure we're all cleaned up, or touch base at the condo?
We already did, I think.
We all cleaned up?
Yeah, as long as no one busted in.
I'll take your guys' word for it. I was outside.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll just confirm no wild cards in our story. Everyone's going to have the same story to Avery.
Yeah, everybody kind of takes the time, and it probably takes you, honestly, God's honest truth, it takes you maybe an hour and a half to go through every single detail, iron it out completely, where everyone's on the same page about what's being kept in, what's being kept out. Now, here's the question. What are we keeping out, if anything? Are you making mentions of the mail disappearing? Are you making mentions of the orb disappearing? Are you making mentions about what Marlene thing said to Marcel? Are you making any mentions about anything weird, anything like that? Like,
So let's visit this in character. What do you guys think about I think we should leave the part out where we talk to Mary because we
Mary
weren't supposed to involve anyone.
Well,
I know we didn't gain anything, but the strict orders were to not involve anyone.
Mary has no insights as to why we were there. She has fake names for both of us. She has a fake occupation for both Johnny and I. The only thing she provided us was an insight as to the cabin. And if we include that we heard in passing from a neighbor the existence of this cabin, which unearthed 90% of the details that we have written down, I think it's...
We kept the public out of it, I think. Yeah.
Right. So
I
I just want to yes. So
Under-
We can talk about it, but we kept the public out of it.
Under fake names, I think we leave the church part out of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
agreed.
don't
That
need to
didn't
tell him
happen.
that.
That didn't.
For sure, yeah, no.
I'm sure he knew we were at the church.
He probably did.
Exactly. But there's no need to tell on ourselves. So
No, I mean, you're a religious guy. We had to go to Sunday Mass.
yes. Agreed.
Why were you at the church? You're a religious guy. We went to Sunday Mass. We went to support Agent Garf.
He was having a rough time after
He's having a rough time,
after
for sure.
the whole
Yeah.
incident with the cabin.
I mean, if he calls us out,
Did you pray in there?
of course I did.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm asking you out of character. Like, did you...
Yeah. I said my character's a devout Catholic. Like,
Was Vinny struggling with what happened before, and were you praying on it?
Oh yeah, like that's what he was like.
Is that one of your bonds?
That's what he was.
You can't
doing,
tell
yeah.
me.
It's not.
I mean,
no. But
bond, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I didn't write it in, but I feel like it fits.
You have a
Vinny's character.
you have a weakened bond with your Lord and Savior Jesus.
Dude, that would be
That's so funny.
Big
You're
Cheesy,
losing,
Big
can you
Cheesy is
have-
just
You're-
like he's
you're-
got his
you're-
arms
you're
folded.
Can you
just
have-
losing
looking
your
at you.
religion.
Can I
That's
have a
so
bond?
I
good.
love REM.
Losing
That's
my
so good.
religion.
Yo,
That's
like
so good.
theoretically, could I have a bond with Big J?
You can have a bond with your local church. I said that.
Oh, man.
Bonds can be anything between a family member, a close friend,
Okay.
or a community group like a church.
Noted. For next character.
Your stories are straight. Your minds are made up. You are parked outside of the USPS headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. What are you guys doing?
Going in.
Yeah, I think we're going in. It's
Maybe about like 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going in, and I guess we're getting sitting at the table. I'm kind of on the nervous end when I sit down.
Entering the conference room,
Yeah.
and you guys are the only four in there. What do you bring in here with you?
The box.
Everything in the trunk.
Yeah, the contents. Yeah, of the
notes.
trunk. And the notes.
Actually, ripping the papers out of the book.
Your book that you kept your notes in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm ripping those pages out, leaving the...
Leaving the empty notebook.
I left my jacket in the car with the orb in it.
Gotcha. Okay. And you guys take your seats. Not important, but I am curious. Where do you guys situate yourselves on this conference room table? There's two heads, and then kind of this middle area with 5 chairs on either side.
Closest to the door, but not at the head.
I take the last seat available.
I sit on the side next to Johnny, aka Gonzo.
Sitting across the table from Marcel.
Yeah, so whatever seat I come in last, and I take whatever seat's left over.
Okay. There's a clock in here, and you guys can watch it. Anyone who's looking, the second that minute hand hits 2 o'clock, flat, the door opens. In walks an older man wearing a suit who you recognize as the man introduced to you as Avery, along with another figure, a younger, bald man in a suit who's wearing thick glasses. They saddle up near the head, kind of giving some space between you guys and them. And Avery sits in silence for a moment next to this other man. Kind of like looks you guys over before he speaks. Before we start with this debrief, I'm sorry, it's just protocol, but could you please give your cell phones over to Agent Adam over here? And he nods over to the guy next to him.
I slide mine across the table.
I slide mine after they do theirs.
Yeah, I'll also give my cell phone over.
I showed my handler, Joe, my phone, indicating that Pierce was handing it over.
The man with the glasses, the bald guy, grabs them all, kind of stacks them on top of each other, gives you guys a nod, walks out without saying a word. Avery, left in here as the door closes, takes out a tape recorder out of his inside jacket pocket. He places it on the table, hits a button. Official debrief in relation to G-Cell's Operation Red Prologue conducted by Agent Avery. For official record, please state your given code names for the record. And he looks at Agent Gallion first.
Agent Gallion.
Agent Garfield.
Agent Gonzo.
Agent Gauze.
Would G-Cell, to the best of their knowledge, assert that the objective remove any evidence of Delta Green's activities from Clyde Bowman's house, if they so exist, was achieved successfully, yes or no?
Yes.
Would G-Cell, to the best of their knowledge, assert that Bowman has violated Delta Green security in any capacity, yes or no?
No.
Would G-Cell, to the best of their knowledge, assert that there exists any present threat to the organization discovered during activities in Operation Red Prologue, yes or no?
No.
Would G-Cell, to the best of their knowledge, assert that they themselves violated Delta Green protocol in any way, yes or no?
No.
No.
Debrief concluded. He hits the button. And he breathes like a sigh of relief as he puts the recorder back in his jacket pocket. Alright. So what happened?
You want physical or verbal evidence first?
Verbal evidence first. Walk me through it.
Pull out the notepad, or the 2 sheets of paper that I brought in. G-Cell conducted a thorough search of the home of Clyde Bowman. Uncovered little to no evidence tying Clyde Bowman to the program. Uncovered 1 bullet hole located in the bathroom of Clyde Bowman.
Interesting. Bullet hole?
Bullet hole, as identified by Agent Garfield.
I can confirm. It was definitely a bullet hole, about 9mm.
We'll look into that.
Bullet hole was covered, caulked over by Agent Garfield. G-Cell also located evidence of a second property owned by Clyde Bowman, a cabin located in Scandia, Pennsylvania. Thorough search of a cabin in Scandia, Pennsylvania uncovered several pieces of evidence that could potentially tie Clyde Bowman back to the program.
I want to highlight the unconfirmed relation of Cassie Bowman.
Yeah, the program is aware that is their granddaughter.
We found several artifacts relating to Cassie Bowman. We're not sure of the relevance to this, but it seemed to be something that wasn't openly spoken about.
We didn't find it fit to let you guys know that he had a granddaughter, but yeah, we are aware.
The evidence or objects that could potentially tie Clyde Bowman back to the program found in the cabin in Scandia, Pennsylvania are as follows. 1 cassette, 1 cassette player and recorder, a bloody suit in a plastic bag, a Geiger counter that appeared to have been tampered with, opened, somehow tampered with, and then resealed. 3 grenades. We suspect tear gas belonging to NYPD. A leather pouch bound by yarn containing human hair, feathers, and teeth, as well as a small marble-sized glass sphere, which had magnetic properties, which at this point in time we are not in possession of.
Due to what circumstances?
Unexplainable circumstances. It was inventoried, kept in the bag. After taking inventory prior to this debriefing, we do not have it. We suspect some sort of otherworldly property that We went back to the property in Scandia, Pennsylvania, could not locate it.
The remainder of the aforementioned evidence is in your possession right now.
Yes.
Could you please hand it over?
Marcel?
Yep, I put it on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine actually as he was going through the list,
Yeah.
I had the box on the table and was thumbing it through,
Yep.
laying it out on the table.
Yep.
There's also a letter
It
in
talks
possession.
of removing tied end, which we did.
Brings me to the next point, sir. There was a life form on the property in Scandia, Pennsylvania. Instruction given by a former member of the program was to dump several gallons of gasoline that was on the property into a septic tank that was on the property to eliminate the life form that was located in the septic tank.
What were the natures of this life form?
Otherworldly,
In what regards?
decrepit. It lived in a tank for, at the bare minimum, as we accounted for, 5 days in a
So
septic tank.
So the life form claimed to be the wife of Clyde Bowman, Marlene.
I looked down there. It wasn't from where we saw. It's not where we're from.
I think the tape and the letter could provide some insights into this.
We'll review that. Did you follow those instructions?
Yes, sir.
And what's the state of the life form at this point?
Deceased.
Reduced to charcoal, sir.
Now listen to me. This is the job. You gotta understand. There exist forces in this world that few of us know about. Dangerous forces. And we know that some of them want to kill us, some of them want to enslave us. And the other ones, the scariest ones, we don't know what they want. And he's looking closely at Garfield, Gonzo, as he says this. Now, we need people who are capable of keeping this secret that these forces exist. People who are willing to stand up against it. I said before I'm not your babysitter, and that's true, but I had to keep an eye on you. I can say with confidence that no one had been up to that cabin in at least 2 weeks, so whatever was in there had survived on nothing for that amount of time. Unnatural is right. We needed someone to tie up that loose end, and we wanted to see who would do it.
What do you mean by unnatural?
I'm not going to answer that question. How does that make you feel?
I haven't dealt with things like this before.
How does that make you feel?
Hungry. I want to know more.
That's the wrong answer. You're going to be asked to do things that you might not think are right. But they are right. They keep us safe.
Understood. I will fall in line.
Is it?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
You're the front line of defense against something that the average person doesn't understand and will never understand.
I'll trust your word.
You don't need to trust my word because you saw it up in Scandia. He looks at you for a long time. In the future, don't take any of your personal phones in operations. We'll provide you with burner phones. And we'll be in contact. Do you have a written report that you'd like to provide me with?
Yes, sir. I hand him over the paper. So there's also one more thing of note.
Please.
In our time at Clyde Bowman's home, his residence, we noticed a lack there of mail.
The program is aware.
Thank you.
In the future, we'll be in contact. Think of it as a trial. Think of it as a test run. Everybody here passed. But it's clear to the program that you guys are comfortable using your real names and giving personal information. I would suggest against that. You may see the 3 people in front of you as your friends, but they are not that. They are human beings. And those human beings might want to tear you down. In the future, if you're assigned to a different cell with different members, do not give them your real names. Do not give them any personal information. You are assigned a code name for a reason. That reason is to protect you.
Noted.
You got it.
We'll be in contact. You can go outside. Agent Adam will give you your phone back. Thank you for all this. You've done the program a service. But in the future, if you get in contact with any member of the organization who is not presently an active member of the organization and you are given instructions by that member, do not follow it.
We'll await your orders, Avery.
It might not be me.
Understood.
Good work. Go ahead. Agent Adam is waiting to give you your phone.
I head out.
Yeah.
Everybody stands up. And as everybody stands up, Avery says, Agent Garfield, just sit down a moment.
Yes, sir.
Everybody else?
Head out the front doors.
Gallion?
Walking out.
Gonzo?
Heading out.
As you guys make your way out, you see that same man who was there, the bald guy with the glasses. He's got your phone in one hand and a ticket in the other for everyone except for Gonzo. Gauze, he has your phone and a plane ticket.
Mm-hmm.
It's in your name and it's addressed back to your home.
It's in Marcel.
Yep.
Okay.
Gallion, much the same. Gonzo, instead of a plane ticket, he just has your phone.
Is he? I imagine I fly my own plane back, or
Mhm.
the plane that they provided me to.
Yep.
Or with.
Yep. Garfield, you're sitting alone there with Avery, and he looks at you for a moment. I know that you've been thrusted into a world that you don't fully understand, and I don't want you to feign any kind of comfort or understanding here. It's strange, I know.
Yes, sir. I'm experiencing a whole lot of uncertainty right now. But I know this is important.
These things want to kill us.
What did I see out there?
I don't know if it would benefit you if you knew. And I don't think it would.
Listen, I know you guys invited me here for a reason. Although I don't know now, it's best if I do in the future, I feel.
That's where you're wrong. Agent Garfield, the innocence that you have right now is a rare commodity. And you should try your hardest to hold on to it. There are forces in this world that are beyond your understanding, and and you like catch him, kind of like bite his tongue. Even if you had the time to understand it, it would not benefit you in any way. The truth that you seek is a privilege. But regardless, your skills are useful, and you can help us. You can save lives. You can be a hero if you want. Stand against these forces that are trying to affect us. I have a special mission for you that I want you to consider.
Tell me more.
When you get home, go to Piercy Park, right along the Hudson. The first bench on the left when you enter from the southern entrance. You'll find a man in a gray coat reading a newspaper. Sit down next to him, and when he leaves, pick up what he leaves you. Follow the instructions there.
I'll do as you ask.
You're dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
You leave?
Yep.
Making your way out. You see that guy who had the glasses, the bald head. He's got your phone, hands it to you, and a plane ticket for Newark International to get to Hoboken.
Hell yeah, baby. Back in the city, my fucking city.
So you three guys who left earlier, where are you guys heading?
Marcel,
calling
you wanna share an Uber? Get to the airport?
I got a rental to get over here.
Oh, can I hop in with you?
Yeah, can I hop in
How
with you?
did you get here?
I took an Uber.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to, yeah, you can hop in.
All right.
I also
Did he catch up to us in time?
Agent Garfield, you make your way out, and you can see the three of them deliberating on how to get back.
Um,
Do you also go to the Equinox to retrieve your jacket?
yes, 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna get my jacket out the Equinox.
Whoever was driving still has the keys on them, by the way.
I do.
And just
I
tell them,
imagine.
guys, I gotta get home to my ma. She has no idea where I am. I got this ticket to Newark. Listen, I'll be in touch. I assume you all will be too. Listen, this was really cool. I don't even know if I can call it cool, but this has been something. And I assume we'll see each other again. I'll see you, boys. We'll be in touch.
Do we have everything? Everyone got all their stuff out the trunk? Everyone got their bags and stuff?
Yeah, I'll get my shit.
Yeah, I got my doctor's bag out of the trunk of the Equinox.
What do you do with the keys?
I leave them in the cup holder.
You get your jacket.
U-Haul style.
Everybody makes their ways out towards the airport.
Yeah.
User.
There's a scene that none of your characters see. Agent Avery and Agent Adam looking out of the window, watching you guys drive off. Avery looks over to Adam and he says, "Yeah, they found the bullet hole." Adam says, "Yeah, I heard." Avery says, "Listen, get in contact with F-Cell. Just tell Fyodor that he's getting sloppy. See if he can fix it up." "Yes, sir." You guys drive back to the airport. If at any point you guys check your phones, any information that you have relayed or pictures that you have taken related to the case have been fully deleted, even if you had a passcode, even if you had Face ID, completely gone.
Understood.
However, that WhatsApp group is still there.
So they were unable to detect that?
Did the guy laugh at us when he saw the picture of G-Unit on the...
You don't know.
Are you able to confirm if Avery and the organization are aware that we have the WhatsApp group?
There's no way for you to know.
Okay.
You know that it would be as easy as them opening up the group and seeing who was added and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But it's still there.
So it's not
Vin,
like it's
Gauze
not
has
a,
no fucking idea.
Vinny gets drunk, texts the WhatsApp, you up? Like,
what are you doing 2 a.m.?
come over.
You got the wrong... This is the wrong group chat, guys.
Anyone got that old lady's number? I'm trying to hit.
Anybody trying to play 8-ball?
Mitzi was looking at me funny.
Crazy Eights.
Crazy. G-Cell plays Crazy 8 for an entire hour.
Ball pool. All right. Eventually, through different means, you guys make your way back to the airport. And before you embark and follow your plane ticket, and obviously Gonzo making your way to your private plane, the four of you find yourselves in the lobby.
I guess I'll be seeing you guys soon, but I gotta head out. I'm trying to get back home and get some things done.
Yeah, Marcel extends a handshake to first
Johnny.
Gonzo, and then to Agent Garfield, and then to Agent Gallion.
Yo, come on, guys. Let's get a drink. This was. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, one drink.
I'll do one.
I'll do one. I'll
one.
have a drink.
I don't drink, but
On me.
I'll come with you.
Come on, guys.
I'll come along. That's fine.
I'll do one.
Just, I'll get you something dry for the fucking occasion. Just, you know.
All right, I'll do one.
We all go to the bar.
Airport bar?
Yeah.
Airport
Around
bar.
around on me, sir.
You guys go through TSA and eventually make your way through and go to the airport bar.
What's the bar looking like?
Empty.
No, I mean as far as selection.
There's a lot of stuff.
Craft beers of Columbus.
Guys, I don't really drink. What's something easy?
You're gonna have my specialty. We're gonna all have a Vegas bomb on me.
I'm gonna pass on that.
I'll just have a beer before I go.
What's that bright pink thing? What's that? Is that a It says Seagram's on it. What is that? Is that
Yeah,
a wine?
give him a shot.
I gotta cut that out.
It says it says wine cooler. I'll have one of those. Wine's cool. Wine's classy. I'll have one of those. Give him a shot of the bad no word juice.
Do me a favor and just bleep that out.
No, I'm gonna have some fun in post. Small moment of camaraderie. The members of G-Cell enjoy their drinks, and I would like everybody at this table to add a new bond. Title it G-Cell, and set it to half of your charisma score rounded up. For mechanical purposes, this is regarded as a Delta Green bond. Whenever you see something that says any bond other than a DG bond, this is a Delta Green bond.
Yes, sir.
This reflects the four of you getting close to each other, whether you like it or not. Whether you see this as business or something more, like it or not, you have grown close over the last 2 days. And the four of you say your goodbyes, head on your planes, and go home. With that, hey, no, you put those headsets back on. I didn't do the outro yet. And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
Thank you for listening to this installment of 12 Gauge, a Nasty Table production.